Let me tell you how I found myself in the middle of a full-blown war with a woman named Karen Dunn and her precious HOA, and how it ended with her entire neighborhood boxed in, a driveway torn to pieces, and a fake legal document landing her on the DA's desk. You think you've seen drama? You haven't seen HOA drama until you've seen a crowd of people in pressed polo shirts and yoga pants, screaming at a backhoe digging up the only road out of their gated paradise. Yeah, that happened. But let me back up a second. I bought this ranch on purpose. I wanted peace. I wanted land, real land, not quarter-acre postage stamps where folks spend more time policing their neighbor's grass than enjoying their own. The day it all started was just about perfect. I was out by the front gate, mending fence because Bessie, my champion of dumb cows, had once again decided fences were more suggestion than boundary. Sun warm on my back, dirt under my nails, and the only sound was the wind through the pines, until a brand-new white SUV skidded to a halt at my gate, throwing gravel and entitlement in equal measure. Out storms a woman, platinum blonde bob, pink shirt so bright you could see it from orbit, every inch screaming money and misery. She doesn't even hesitate, just marches straight up, jabbing her finger at my steel gate. My handiwork, thank you very much, with this voice that could shatter a windshield. You Fisher? Open this gate right now. She was like a tornado in mascara. I stood up, wiped my hands on my jeans, gave her the slow look. Afternoon, I said, real easy. Can I help you? But she wasn't here for help. She introduced herself as Karen Dunn, president of the Jerry Cove Estates HOA, like she was announcing royalty. She told me my gate was blocking the only access to their subdivision and she had a meeting to get to. So move it. I just leaned back on the fence post, let the silence work for me. Well, Karen Dunn, president of the Jerry Cove Estates HOA, this is my gate on my land, and it's closed because I'm working. She puffed up, glared, tried to bulldoze right over me. Told me it was an official HOA thoroughfare and I couldn't just close it. Her son, walking billboard for privilege in the passenger seat, looked up from his phone just long enough to glare at me. She started rattling off about 25 years of legal right-of-way. I smiled. Do you? I asked, because when I bought this place, my lawyer, a real shark, ran the title search twice. There's no easement, no right-of-way, not a dime of payment. Just a revocable license, and only until the place changed hands, which it did. I could see the gears grinding in her head, the calculation in her eyes, but she came back swinging, voice dropping to a hiss. You're just a tenant here, same as us. I actually laughed, couldn't help it. Lady, I own this ground. 6 more feet that way, you be trespassing. That's when her son finally said something useful. Mom, just call the cops. She shot him a death glare. I'm handling this, Chad. Then she turned back to me, eyes shooting daggers. Open the gate, or else. I grinned. Or else what? You gonna find me for my barn color? She huffed, threatened, stomped away, shrieking over her shoulder. You'll regret this, Jordan Fisher. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Oh, I did. She just didn't know who I was dealing with. As soon as she left, I called my wife Kylie, who was in her city office, probably hacking the Pentagon or something. Hey, Han, we got an HOA problem. She got the details, Karen, Chad, the whole show. Did you get video? She asked. Of course I did. Gate cam caught it all in 4K. Kylie was already pulling up HOA filings in Karen's Facebook, her mind working 3 moves ahead. Don't engage her again. We need facts. I'll be home by 6. We strategized then. I went to the county records office the old-school way. Mildred, the clerk, remembered the ranch's old owner. She helped me find the plat maps. Turns out, there never was a deeded easement, just a license, revocable at sale. That meant I held all the cards. I got certified copies, called up lawyers, and made a few official complaints. Mildred just gave me a look. That HOA's gotten too big for its britches. Good luck. When Kylie got home, we spread every document on the table. She'd already found Karen's entire life story online. Charity galas, HOA posts, the works. We called the best real estate lawyers around. Next day, our video call with Miller and Walsh was short and sweet. They laughed. The HOA's got nothing but attitude and old habits. They drafted a letter polite but sharp as a knife, laying out the facts and giving the HOA 30 days to stop using my driveway. We knew Karen would lose her mind. For a week, nothing happened. No Karen, no angry notes, just silence. Kylie doubled down on security, floodlights, cameras, all wired up to a server that not even Fort Knox could crack. I tuned up the tractor, called my buddy Rick with the excavator, just in case. The air was thick, like waiting for a storm. And then, 10 days in, the storm hit. White van rolls up, Apex Security Solutions. Kid hops out, starts trying to install a keypad on my gate. I strolled down, filming the whole thing. "Can I help you?" The kid blinks, says he's got a work order from the HOA. I nearly laugh. "Son, you're trespassing, and that's vandalism. Pack up, get off my land, or the sheriff gets a call." He packed faster than I've ever seen, peeling out with tools flying everywhere. Kylie logged the plates. Our lawyer filed a complaint. Deputy Lyle gave us a report number. Karen was escalating, tried to set a precedent. I called Kylie, sent her the footage. She texted one word: lawyer. Miller was furious. "This is criminal. Now we build a harassment case." That night, sitting on the porch with Kylie, I realized Karen wasn't going to stop. For her, it wasn't about access. It was about control. She'd do anything, legal or not, to get her way. Next morning, it got weirder. I'm in the pasture, and suddenly there's a drone, high-end, following me, filming everything. It buzzed around for hours, even spooked my cows. I filed a drone harassment complaint. We knew exactly who sent it. Karen's signature all over it. Kylie had enough. She started plotting a little tech revenge, while I called Rick and told him to come dig a new trench along the fence. The drone hovered over the machinery, Rick cursing about privacy and nosy neighbors. Then the cavalry arrived, Deputy Lyle. Dry as a bone, sunglasses up, he looks at the drone, sighs, and says, "If that thing gets any closer, it's going to have an accident." The drone zipped away after that. Lyle just winked. "Try not to be too threatening, boys." But Karen kept pushing. Her HOA group on Facebook was full of wild stories. How I was a menace, how my equipment was ugly, how I was ruining the neighborhood. Kylie, with the help of a disgruntled resident, got in and saw it all. I became the local villain overnight. Didn't matter. The deadline was closing in. 1 week before the 30 days, Karen came back, Chad in tow, and started yelling at me while I was working. I told her, lawyer to lawyer now, no talking. She screamed I was destroying the community, that I couldn't just block the road. I told her they had another way out, a neglected public dirt road they'd let rot for years, not my problem. Chad tried to act tough, shoved me, but I'm not a small guy, and I'm not scared of spoiled kids. I shoved him right back. He fell into the dirt, looking like he'd just been mugged by gravity. Karen started screeching about assault, threatening to call the cops, right as Deputy Lyle appeared out of nowhere, arms crossed, looking unimpressed. He pointed to the birdhouse cam Kylie had hidden nearby and said, "Ma'am, you and your son trespassed. Your son shoved Mr. Fisher, and it's all on video." Karen went silent. Lyle advised everyone to file reports. Video was king. We had it all. Our lawyer nearly danced a jig. "This is a gift. Restraining order, injunction. We'll win in court." We walked into the hearing with everything. Documents, video, complaints, timestamps. Karen's lawyer did his best. Made me out to be a thug. Painted her as the suffering community hero. Our lawyer just presented facts. The title search, the revoked license, the videos, the drone, Chad's shove. The judge wasn't impressed by drama. He granted the injunction, told the HOA to leave us alone, and said I could close my gate, effective immediately. But Karen had one last dirty trick. In the hallway, her lawyer handed over a new document, an old easement supposedly signed by the previous owner and notarized, granting the HOA permanent access. The timing stank. Kylie studied it, spotted that the notary stamp was off, a modern font, the wrong year for the notary's license. She dug through records, tracked down the notary, an old lady named Clara, sharp as ever. Clara confirmed, "That's my name, but not my stamp." I never notarized this. Mildred at the county office verified the document number was from a totally different property. The easement was a fake, a felony. We filed an emergency motion, turned everything over to the sheriff and the DA. The law moved in. Karen was looking at charges for forgery, filing a false instrument. And the clock on that 30-day notice had run out. We were clear to close the gate, for good. I called Rick. We set the day for high noon, because sometimes you have to enjoy a little drama. He rolled up with his excavator and 6 steel bollards. Deputy Lyle watched from the county road, sunglasses on, smile barely hidden. Karen showed up, crowd in tow, screaming threats. I just pointed to the court order taped to the post. Talk to the DA, Karen. Your easement's fake. She paled, but still blustered. Noon hit. Rick tore up the driveway, cut a trench, set the steel posts, poured concrete. I hung a huge red sign. No trespassing. No entry. The crowd fell silent. Karen was defeated, her power gone. Deputy Lyle tipped his hat, told the crowd to find another road, and left. The HOA folks realized they were stuck with a mud track called Old Mill Trace. Years neglected. Now, their only way in or out. Within hours, a moving truck got stuck, cars lined up honking, a boat trailer destroyed Mrs. Henderson's prized rose pergola. Facebook exploded, blame flying, questions about dues, outrage of the board. The residents revolted. That night, in the clubhouse, Karen was voted out as president. The new board apologized to me, promised repairs, begged for peace. Karen tried to hang on, claimed her fake easement would win in court, but nobody believed her. The county condemned Old Mill Trace, ordered repairs, cost a fortune. The DA pressed charges. Karen's lawyer bailed. Her house went up for sale. She moved out in disgrace, leaving behind a mess. Now, sometimes Deputy Lyle comes by for coffee, just to laugh about the Battle of Ballard Hill. Kylie and I sit on the porch, looking out our land, those 6 steel posts standing guard. The gate is shut. The air is finally quiet. We didn't come here looking for a fight, but when it showed up, we stood our ground and let the law do its work. That's what a home is, something you defend, a line you keep bright, even if you have to draw it in concrete and steel. So let me ask you, when is it right to stand your ground, to fight back? Is it ever okay to go toe-to-toe with an entire neighborhood to defend your peace? I want to hear what you'd have done in my boots. Drop a comment below, tell me your HOA stories, and let's talk about what real justice looks like. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more tales of country life, bad neighbors, and what it means to hold the line.